What's going on, wrestling family? Welcome back to Hear These Thoughts. I hope you're having an amazing day. So apparently Bron Breakker has challenged Seth freaking Rollins for that beautiful World Heavyweight Championship belt. And I have a lot of questions when it comes to this, but hopefully this video will give me some answers. Now, before we get started, hit that subscribe button. Let's go.
Bron.
First and foremost, just real quick, I got to get this out the way, guys. I hope this man wasn't driving like this. Why is he outside when it's dark and pitch black wearing some Chronicle Iridic sunglasses? Why is he doing this? It makes no sense. It's very unsafe if he's driving, but let's continue.
Why did you attack Ilya Dragunov?
Seth freaking Rollins. Monday Night Rollins. The workhorse of WWE. You know what? How about you prove it? Because you're pretty familiar with how we do things here. Because you were the first ever NXT champion, and I was the most dominant NXT champion. So why don't you come here and put the WWE World Heavyweight Championship on the line against me?
Bron Breakker wants all the smoke. Listen, I'll say this first and foremost. I love Bron Breakker's promos, especially now that he's a heel. So much intensity. You can feel it through the screen. You can feel it. I feel like he's talking to me, like he's challenging me. But this brings up a lot of questions, okay? With him issuing this challenge, this does not mean that the match is official, but I don't believe that they will have this video on the official WWE page or on YouTube if this isn't going to make something come out of it. I'm pretty sure it's probably going to happen at some type of takeover or something like that. But to have that happen at a takeover or at the next takeover, hopefully they have Mustafa Ali turn on Wesley and they have a match. That takeover is going to be crazy if that's going to be the case. But here's the questions. Does this mean that anyone from any brand under the WWE umbrella can challenge Seth Rollins for that beautiful World Heavyweight Championship belt? Even me? Can I do it? No, but like, that's interesting. Most people will complain about that because they're like, what about the brand split? Guys, listen, okay? When it comes to the brand split, that thing's been over when it started, okay? I told you guys, until WWE consistently stays true to that brand split for at least 4 to 5 months, I will not take it seriously. And up until this point, they have not been taking it seriously consistently. Right now, you got the Raw Women's Championship belt on SmackDown. You got the SmackDown Women's Championship belt on Raw. You got the Undisputed Tag Team Champions going between both brands back and forth, and it hasn't happened as much as of lately, but yeah, it's been happening. So for me, I'm not taking a brand split that serious, but having him being able to defend it against anyone from any brand has its pros and has its cons. The cons of it is if anyone from SmackDown continues to challenge him, then I guess that devalues the belt that's over on SmackDown, the Universal Championship, which Roman Reigns not really being on TV or not really defending that belt kind of devalues it a little bit, but not as much, you know. But the pros about it is that to have him face anyone from any brand for that title makes him truly the workhorse, and it shows you got to work hard to get that championship belt, and you got to work even harder to keep it. So it's not some type of lackadaisical thing, and it'll make it interesting. Like someone from SmackDown could be like, hey, I don't like the fact that Roman Reigns has a title and they don't even give me an opportunity to face him. So I'm going to go to face somebody who has a belt that I respect. And that will give more prestige to the World Heavyweight Championship belt. Or people from NXT could be like, hey, I deserve to be on the main roster. And the only way I can get there, the only shortcut to get to the main roster instead of waiting for a draft, is to face Seth freaking Rollins for a championship. And if I win it, I get that opportunity there. And then Raw, you know, they can have their own storylines and things like that. But what I think could be bigger here is if Triple H decides to open that forbidden door a little bit more, like he did with Shinsuke Nakamura versus the Great Muta, like he did with Carl Anderson when he went over to Wrestle Kingdom 17 to lose his never open championship belt. But if they can find a way where Seth Rollins could face somebody probably once or twice a year outside of the WWE umbrella to defend that World Heavyweight Championship belt, it'd add more worldwide prestige to that, in my personal opinion. And also at some point down the line, not when Seth Rollins is the champion, but if they sign some new talent from a different umbrella, maybe they can have this person face that person, lose their title to that person at the different promotion, and then have that person come to WWE and defend that championship belt too. There's so many different things they can do with this belt. It's very interesting. I'm looking forward to see what happens with all of this. What do you guys think? Oh, also, he said he's the most dominant NXT champion of all time. Bron Breakker I'm talking about. I know what my answer is, but who do you guys think was the most dominant? Are we talking about Asuka or are we talking about Bron Breakker? Let me know in the comment section. I know it's maybe a silly question, but I would like to know what your answers are. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you haven't already, hit subscribe. Salute, peace, have a good day.